Hello and welcome back from Reanime, back on Gunship Battle. So, what we're going to talk about is just a few general things within the game itself. Let me just move that up a little bit. Hopefully you're enjoying this content and hopefully we can go on a little bit further. I will be trying out, I think, a couple of new different games as well. I'm going to have a look on the store and see if we can find some other new games that we can potentially try out. And then we'll pick the best one going forward. But at the moment, I am thoroughly enjoying this game. It's quite interesting. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to, obviously it's very similar to my other content, i.e. Star Trek Fleet Command, in the sense that it's a grindy game. So you're going to need to obviously be committed to, or not committed, but certainly willing to grind out a lot of the different things within the game. As the end of the day, it just comes with the nature of these style of games where, you've got to basically just be willing to put the time and effort in to be able to do a lot of these different things. But the great things about this game is things like this, where you think this game is heavily driven on advertisement. And you see it all over the game constantly. As you can see around the outside here, there's constant pop-ups of the shop. There's constant special deals. There's constant this, there's constant that. And there's always things popping in your face to say, buy this, buy that. Like this, for example, pops in every single time you join the game. But it gives you a special deal. For example, you can buy things from 79p in the game. I mean, that's incredibly low if you are willing to want to obviously spend anything in the game. Obviously, you don't have to. You can pay completely free to play like myself. But the good thing as well is for the cost of advertisement. For example, if I was to watch this video, which basically takes 30 seconds to watch, I will reduce my time or upgrade time by 30 minutes, which is just a great reward to have. If you want to obviously speed the progress up and you don't mind sitting through a 30-minute ad and then just click off it and then go back into the game. I feel like that's a much better way to do sort of advertisement, give you an incentive to actually want to, not necessarily, you're not necessarily wanting to watch it, but give you a reward for watching it. And it sort of incentivizes you to obviously watch the advert just so that you can reduce the time on certain buildings or research or whatever it is that you're doing within the game to let it speed up and obviously complete in a much faster way. There's multiple other things you can do, obviously, to boost things. You can use, obviously, the boosters. You can use gold. And if you have the boosters available, obviously try and use them first because they will make more sense. There's other ways you can build stuff. Try and just build the best thing you can at a time. You can sort of set it out. The resources are in the top. But the main thing I want to talk about today is going to be the goals. So the quests, you have obviously different quests within the game. So the different quests are all laid out for whatever level, obviously, the game sort of wants to push you to. And at the moment, I'm currently sat at HQ level 14, which is now out of the safe realm. So I can technically be attacked by anybody that dares to come and attack me within, my vicinity. However, you do get a lot of rewards from upgrading buildings, and basically you just follow the building pattern, and you basically want to follow this before you upgrade your HQ. And as you get to the bottom, as you can see here, so you do get a bonus for HQ upgrade, but you want to follow it from the top down to the bottom, working down these obviously different upgrade paths. You get an absolute butt ton of resources from it as well. Obviously, things in the game do get more expensive the more you go on. But they do give you a decent amount of rewards overall as well. And then you head all the way down to obviously level 15 HQ upgrade, which you then can do. So definitely follow these quests. First of all, within the game, you're going to get a path laid out for you anyway, like I think it's 7 different sort of arc things. Complete all of them, follow it through, complete all of them, and then just focus on doing these quests within the game, as well as doing obviously your own thing. Building retrieved. But anyway, moving on. You got a different one, which is called daily missions. So daily missions are things that you do obviously specifically for that day. And you get given these tokens here called paint shop currency, we'll say, because I don't actually know what they're called. It doesn't actually say. So we'll just call them point shop currency. Did I say paint shop? I mean point shop. So yeah, you get these given to you on a daily basis. Don't accumulate them. Make sure you use them on the day that you gain them, because you will lose them for the next day. They are a 1 day thing. So when you gain them on that day, go to the point shop itself and get whatever sources of resources and boxes, chests that you require for that day. The ones that obviously you are limited on how many you can pull a day. As you can see down here, 150, 50, 15 of these and stuff. To be honest, you're never going to get that many. So I wouldn't worry about it. And again, they all reset every single day as well. By this timer here, so 20 hours, for example, and 2 minutes, they will all reset back to 0. And then you can do it again. The best ones, in my opinion, to pull are the research and the construction speed ups, which is this top right one here. You get 10 5-minute speed ups. So you get 50 minutes basically of speed up on the construction, and you get 50 minutes of speed ups on research. They are 2 of the best ones to go for. Alternatively, you can go for just resources, which cost 10. This gives you just 2 boxes of just random, obviously, resources within the game. To be honest, they're actually pretty decent. So if you do have a spare few currencies at the end of the game that you can't afford anything else, maybe just use them to pick up some of these. Again, incredibly useful. Everything else that's down here. So in terms of the 5 minutes here, you can do these. These help speed up the build cost of your ships, aircraft, and vehicles. So if you are working on a specific ship at that moment in time, because the ships do take a hell of a long time to build, definitely try and maybe think of doing this, and you'll get, again, 50 minutes of speed ups for that as well. Don't worry about the stamina, that regens, and you don't really use that much of it. Don't worry about the gold, it's quite expensive. But these are the other free chests that we're going to come to initially. Obviously, later in the game, you might change your opinion and viewpoints of what you're going to go for. But currently, for my level and lower, these are the type of things you should be going for, in my opinion. And it should be these free chests here. These are the gear chests. So when you go for these, you got normal gear. You got, obviously, slightly rarish sort of gear. And then you got epic or sort of gear. And yeah, these are the chests that you should be going for later in the game. So if we click this one, for example, it costs us 200, and we'll go down to our chests down here, because you always have to unlock it down here. So you got epic equipment materials box. We've got 8 of them. We're going to open it up. You get resources at the top there. So we've got 12 10k food, 12 10k iron, and then we got 1 5k silver, as well as getting these free down here, which is what you're wanting to get. The reason you wanted to get them from that store, if you go to the munitions plant and go to craft equipment, this is what you can craft in these different stores, and basically you can craft these different things. So at the moment, as you can see, we've got a few things fitted already, but with anything with a little blue dot next to it, if you click on it, it means you can craft it at that moment in time, because you have enough materials or gear to be able to craft it, as well as obviously having the silver to do it. The good thing about the different gear is, as you can see here, the basic effects, they increase your different stats for different things. So you can sort of pick and choose what you want. So for example, if I go for the legendary commander's shiny cap, you need these materials to be able to do this, or to be able to craft this this gear. However, the bonuses you get from that is increased ship armor by 40%, plus 10 ship durability when attacking a user, plus 183%, and then jet armor plus 195%. And the way to equip it is you can do it through that store. Alternatively, you can go to your officer and you can equip it down the bottom here. So if you have it available to you, it will pop up and you can click on it like this, for example. You'll click on it and then you can just, click on the thing, click unequip or upgrade or forge, reforge, sorry, which basically allows you to change the equipment to potentially get a different type of equipment. But yeah, you fit it down here and it gives you bonuses to your admiral, whoever that might be. And yeah, it's incredibly useful and powerful to do. But the main thing is the quest. Use them constantly, every day. Don't run them over. Just make sure you use them all up. And then you got the challenges, which you'll just complete as and when you hit certain milestones. Not much else to talk about here other than the fact that you only get gold in this store. So this is a good way to obviously achieve gold if you're obviously running low on it or wherever else. Don't be afraid to use the gold. It is quite easy to come by in the game, so you can use it. You don't have to hoard the whole thing. Obviously, have a stockpile saved up for you, for yourself, in case of emergency. But you can use it in the game. It's like I say, it's not incredibly difficult to come by, so you can definitely use it. A little update to where I'm at. I've just unlocked the Trafalgar class as well. So we unlocked the Trafalgar class, which, if you aren't aware what the Trafalgar class is, it is the current British nuclear powered submarines that house. Is it Trafalgar? Are they the Trafalgar? No, they're the old. Sorry, they're the old ones. They're the ones that got replaced by the Vanguard class. So these are the old, basically nuclear deterrent submarines that the British used to use. That got replaced by the current Vanguard class, which is currently being updated, as far as I'm aware, to then become the Dreadnought class of ship. But yeah, so as you're working way through, and then you got a couple of Americans. So you've got Seawolf class, you've got Ollie Becks. As you can see, all these here basically are all, I believe, American ships. And then Virginia class as well. Typhoon is USSR ship, submarine, incredibly powerful ship back in the Soviet sort of era of times. But yeah, other than that, so hopefully this video has been useful to you. Hopefully, you're enjoying this type of content. Look forward to seeing other content in the future. And as always, leave your comments and likes down below. And I'll see you over on the Discord, which the link is down below, where we do post all the videos and all the Star Trek videos as well. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.